Beneil, we'll get to your fight in just a moment. First, I do have to ask, it's been a weird week here in Las Vegas with everything that's been going on. I got to wonder, as a fighter, I mean, knowing how mentally focused you have to be and how dialed in you have to be, how tough has it been for you this week to just kind of deal with and process everything that's been happening here?
It's tough. I mean, I was on the strip when it happened. I was just going for a walk just to break just break loose a little bit, and I don't know how to put it into words. You know, we saw people kind of start talking about it as they were walking away. They said there was a shooting, and we got a little bit more worried, but nobody around us was panicking. So we just walked back towards our hotel. We got in our car, and things got worse and worse and worse. There was fake messages on Twitter about the other hotels, and it turned out it wasn't true. And with that being said, we got like more and more anxious and nervous. But then we went home. We watched the news. The news said there was two had passed and 50 injured. We watched the news all night. We went to bed, woke up, and it was now 58, 59, and 500 injured. It just, man, it was so heartbreaking. I still don't know how to process it exactly, and I want to put it out of my mind because, you know, I'm fighting Saturday, but at the same time, I feel it's almost selfish to not think about it. You know, for me, if I walk inside the octagon, all I got to do is just touch gloves, and it's there, it's naturally. So for me, not thinking about it just doesn't feel right. So I want to think about it. I want to know what's happening. I want to be more informed on it, and I want to be able to help the families if there's any way I could.
Well said, Beneil. Well, we do have to focus on your fight, of course. I guess let's talk about first going back. I mean, last time out didn't go your way. I know you'll be looking to rebound from that. What's the focus been like? How do you get over, you know, that kind of result, and what do you focus on in your effort to get back?
All right, before we go to that, I'll get to it. I just want to say thanks, man. This guy, he let me in Singapore. This guy lets me go there, sit down next to him so I can watch Rafa's fight. They weren't letting me sit back there, and I kept asking. And this guy's like, yeah, just come sit next to me. I end up yelling, and they kicked me out. But
you did get kicked out.
But it worked out. I was there, and I got to see Rafa after, so it was great. So with that being said, I'll get back to the question. So coming off a loss sucks. It's not fun losing, and the way I lost, especially, I felt like I was in control of the fight the entire time, and then 1 second, one mistake, he capitalized on it and he won the fight. So I want to get back out there and just work, make a statement, and. You know, I had to take a lot of time off, which is frustrating. I like to fight consistently, and I just want to get back out there and move and show the world that, you know, I'm still here.
Nice. You know, it's funny because this is a fight he asked for. You know, I know that probably provides some motivation, but what's that feeling like when you're watching TV or maybe just reading an interview and you're like, why is somebody asking for me?
Yeah, you know, exactly, like, okay, but at the same time, when somebody asks for me, my first thought is, oh, he thinks he can beat me. Why else would you call somebody out if you don't think you can beat them? So that's the most motivating part. That's the part where it tells me, like, oh, this guy thinks he can beat you. So let's get after it. Let's do this. That's the only thing that came to my mind.
Selfishly, I'm kind of hoping for a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu showdown. I think it could be a lot of fun, but I know that your striking has gotten so much better and you got to be feeling comfortable. I know you can't lay out your game plan, but how do you see this one going? Are you hoping to maybe grapple a little bit with the Jiu-Jitsu school owner, or are you going out there in an MMA fight?
So we're both Jiu-Jitsu school owners. Well, I have a King's MMA as well in Anaheim. So with that being said, if it goes to the grappling, man, let's do it. No problem for me. If we're standing, same thing, no problem. But the pressure is going to be the difference. Whether it be on the ground, whether it be standing, I'm going to have a different pressure, and I don't think he's going to be able to last.